Good afternoon, everybody. How are we doing?
Great.
Great. I am very glad to be here today to speak about the topic of happiness in the marketplace. One smile can ignite a lifetime of happiness. When I was a young child, I loved to make people laugh and smile. As time passed, I learned to recognize that happiness is the foundation for success. I would love to contribute in a little bit, at least, to help you create your happiness and achieve true success in both your personal and business life. I am going to have the passion and the pleasure today of sharing some stories and some principles for success. And they are, and the screen, they are 7. The first one is thoughtfulness. The second is patience. The third is thoughtfulness. The fourth is knowledge. The fifth is creativity. The sixth is positive attitude. And the seventh is smile. We'll start with thoughtfulness. Well, I'm not going to say how many years ago, because I don't want you guys to think that I'm older than what I am. A few years ago, I was working for a mid-sized company. And I was the national director of sales and business development. And after my, let's say, on the second month, I was the top producer of the company. So the president was curious to see what was my secret, what was my strategy in order for me to have accomplished in such a short time to become the top producer. So one day he spied on me. I didn't know that he was planning on spying on me until the following day when he comes in my office and he says, "Rozhy, I need to ask you a question. I heard you talking on the phone last night, and you were not the same person that I'm talking to right now. You sounded different. Your voice, your tone of voice, your pitch, everything was different." And I suddenly transported myself in that precise moment to one time when my dad was teaching me about business. He was a business entrepreneur all his life. And he told me, "Rozhy, if you want to be successful, hija, remember this. Daughter, remember this. You have to mirror the others. If they speak loud, you have to learn to speak loud. If they speak soft, you have to whisper. If they sit back and relax, you do the same." I didn't realize until that moment of the importance of mirroring. I was doing it without knowing it. So thoughtfulness and mindfulness go hand on hand. And mirroring is the basis of thoughtfulness and mindfulness. The second principle is authenticity. We cannot pretend that we are who we are not. We cannot say the things that we don't mean. What does that mean? We have to always be congruent and consistent with our feelings, our thoughts, our words, and our actions. Otherwise, we will lose trust. I believe that authenticity is derived, or it builds trust and respect. I'm going to tell you a quick story about going to shopping. This is an example of authenticity. I'm trying on some outfits, and then suddenly this salesperson comes and says, "Wow, you look wonderful with that outfit." and I knew that I was looking awful. So I lost my trust. I would never like to see her again. Isn't it true? Does that happen to many old girls here? You look wonderful. No, I don't look wonderful. So then we're going to move on to the next one, which is patience. Patience is virtue. Why is patience so important in business? It's not what you know, but who do you know? And how do we meet people? How do we build our contacts? Cultivating our contacts and our relationships. Utilizing patience. That's how we build valuable contacts. Everything happens for a reason. There are no accidents. Every person that we meet has a sign, a lesson, and a purpose for us. Let's pay attention to everybody that crosses our path. Patience is virtue, remember. And the next one is knowledge. I'm going to relate you a story of when I started as a real estate agent. We were at a meeting. As a matter of fact, it was a sales meeting. And the broker who was conducting it asked a question. He asked a question to all the agents. And he said, please tell me, who do you think that is the person that is in control of a transaction, of a real estate transaction? Well, everybody had a lot of answers, of course, buyers, sellers, buyer's agents, brokers, mortgage officer, title company. No, he said. There's only one person that has the control of the operation, and that is the person with most knowledge, with the most knowledge. Knowledge still remains a very valuable skill for us to develop and cultivate. The next one is creativity. Creativity is more important than knowledge. Please raise your hands who has heard that phrase sometime. You have, great. And please tell me, who is the author? Anybody knows who's the author of that phrase? When I was 15 years old, I was given a present from my parents, and they took me, guess where? To Disneyland in Anaheim, California. And I remember that I was inside of this huge stadium, and it had screens all around with a great surround system. And what I most remember is that there was a phrase that popped up out of those movies that they were showing. And that phrase was, creativity is more valuable than knowledge. Why is creativity more valuable than knowledge? Because it opens up the doors to the land of infinite possibilities. Because it makes us think outside of the box. Because it broadens our horizons. I am living my dream. I don't know about you. Are you living your dream? It is possible. If you think it, it is possible to live it. That is what creativity is. And the next one is positive attitude. Positive attitude is basic in the business world. Why? Because everybody wants to do business with positive people. Positive attitude attracts positive people and positive outcome. I will link this principle to smile. Smile is the essential ingredient of my 7 principles for success. Every time that you practice your principles, put a smiley face on your face. Why not? Smile. Be happy. As an employee, happy employees are well known for staying longer at work, at their jobs, and their performance is much superior. So if you're an employee, awaken your dormant artist. Go ahead and express your gifts and your treasures. Follow your passion and your dreams. Why not? If you are an employer, well, hire positive people. Hire employees that love what they do, that they are passionate about their work. You know that an atmosphere that breeds happiness, it's a harmonious and motivational atmosphere. So I'm going to say it again. One smile has the power to ignite a lifetime of happiness. Be happy, enjoy your life, appreciate life, breathe, enjoy the breathing that gives us life. And why not? To be happy, to sing, to laugh, to smile. Be happy and you will achieve more. And thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you to everybody.